Hello and welcome back to the Optum Care Virtual Community Center. Rich Crislip is going to take us through a great presentation today all about sleep. This is such an awesome topic. Hope you enjoy it as much as I did.
Hello, my name is Rich Crislip. I'm the director of our Behavioral Health Integration Program here at Optum Care, and welcome to Healthy Minds. Today we're talking about healthy sleep, the golden chain. And why are we talking about such a normal topic like sleep is basically this, is that in the United States, we have a sleep problem. It's estimated that 20% of Americans don't get enough sleep. The funny thing about sleep is, we tend to look at that as like this badge of courage sometimes. I see that in people saying, oh, I only need a few hours of sleep and I'm great and I can get through all kinds of stuff and sleep is for the weak and that kind of stuff. Well, that's actually not true. Sleep is not something you recommend. Sleep is not something that maybe is a nice thing once in a while. Sleep is vital. Just like food, just like water, just like the air we breathe, having good, healthy sleep is vital, meaning it's important for us for our life, for our long life, for our good health, for our emotional health, all those things that go into it. Yet we tend to underestimate sleep a lot. So today I really want to talk about, okay, what does good sleep look like? How does it all work? And then some tips on how, if you're having a hard time sleeping, if you're suffering from a lack of sleep or what we call sleep deficiency, I've got tips for you that I can assure you that you will be able to improve the quality of your sleep every night. So let's go kind of dig a little deep into what this sleep is all about. Number one, your sleep is completely dependent on what we call the circadian rhythm. This is the natural flow between your waking state and your sleeping state. And every individual has their own flow of what is the healthiest rhythm between sleeping and waking up. Now, most people agree the average, you should get about at minimum 6 hours, maximum 8 hours. That 6 to 8 hours of good sleep every night is probably in the sweet spot of the healthiest kind of sleep. But some people are different. But what it really depends on is that do you have a consistent cycle of sleep? Are you sleeping pretty much the same way that you do night after night? That's very important because that indicates that you're actually in a good sleep rhythm, a healthy sleep rhythm. Well, how do you know if you're not in a good rhythm? How do you know if you're not getting enough sleep? Well, there are sure telltale signs. And the most common are what happens to you during the day when you're awake. Because we all have times where I couldn't fall asleep last night, I woke up early, I had to get up in the middle of the night to do this, those kinds of things. That happens from time to time. But how do you know you're not getting enough sleep? It's by how well you can stay up and stay awake the next day. Do you find yourself frequently falling asleep while watching television? Do you find yourself dozing or feeling like you're gonna doze off when you're having a conversation with somebody? Do you find yourself becoming tired and fatigued and wanting to doze off when you're driving? Now, I'm not talking about sometimes we'd like to get a cat nap in and that's healthy and that's fine. I'm talking about just in regular times that you just find yourself wanting to doze off. That is an indicator, a sure indicator that you're actually not getting enough healthy sleep and that it's going to start having an impact on your mood. And one of the things that you might notice is that your mood is starting to become irritable. You're not managing stress as well as you were. Your judgment might become a little impaired. You might be more irritable, more angry. You just might notice changes in your behavior and your cognitive functioning. All those things happen from poor sleep, is that we begin to decline in our ability to think, to use our judgment, our memory, our mood begins to decline, but also our physical health. A lot of people don't really equate those things, but when you don't sleep very well, you miss out on all the good repair that our bodies do while we're sleeping. And that's really the point of sleep. It's a time for our bodies and our minds and our brains to heal. It's like taking your car into the garage every night for a tune-up. You want to be able to rest well so your brain can repair itself and regenerate. that your body can regenerate and heal. And also, your blood sugars are highly related to good sleep. Your insulin is dependent on really good sleep. People that have a lot of sleep deficiency tend to have a lot of high blood sugar. So it's important for our bodies and our minds that we get a good amount of sleep. So if you fall into that category, it's like, you know what, I know I'm sleep deprived, I'm having a hard time falling asleep, I'm having a hard time staying asleep, I'm waking up a lot during the night. I'm here to tell you that there is a really effective way to begin to sleep better, but it's gonna take a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of effort, and we're gonna kind of go through those steps right now. The first one is, we want to change our behavior when it comes to sleep. First of all, begin to prepare for bed about an hour beforehand. Get your comfortable clothes on, your pajamas, start to dim the lights, maybe turn the TV off, maybe begin to relax, maybe drink a little warm milk or some tea that actually calms you down. Begin just in your mind, I'm starting my behaviors to get towards sleep. My evening is beginning that way. Begin to look about, I'm not going to watch TV while I lay in bed. Now, a lot of people like to do that. And a lot of people say, no, it helps me fall asleep. Now, in some circumstances that may be true, but the problem is that the blue light from the television screen actually hurts your sleep cycle. You don't get the healthiest sleep when the TV is on. You may fall asleep, but you're not getting that healthy, deep sleep. So another behavior change is like, I'm gonna turn the TV off. I'm going to maybe read a book instead. I'm going to do things that will naturally make me more tired. So just some of those behavior changes, begin to change that. Another thing that we can do is, let's change our environment. Is it too hot? Is it too light? Is there too, do I need to make my room darker? Do I need to make my room cooler? Do I need to turn off the TV and maybe create white noise in the room so I'm not distracted by noises in the home? How do I change the environment to make it more, comfortable to be in and will help me fall asleep with free of noise and free of distractions? And the third thing is that we need to change our thoughts. And this is really probably the biggest one. Because do we know what the number one cause of sleep disturbance in the United States? It's worry. Laying in bed and worrying is the number one cause of sleep disturbance in the United States. Now there's other causes. Pain certainly is a cause. Or having to get up a lot in the night is a cause for various reasons. But the number one cause is that we just think and think and think, and we worry and ruminate. In fact, we'll lay in bed at night and think and worry about how we can't sleep. We'll get angry and frustrated because I'm laying here, I can't sleep. And you know what that does? That actually even makes you more awake. So what we need to do is find ways how do I turn off my thoughts? It's your thoughts that mostly keep you awake. And these are exercises that are very important. And if you look at all the videos that we have in Optum Care, you'll see two videos that I have. One called The Power of Relaxation, and the other called Autogenic Training. These two videos will be enormously helpful in helping you to turn off your thoughts, to start some meditation techniques that will help you relax, to help stop the worrying thoughts, to stop the ruminating, and get you almost into a self-hypnotic mindset that will help you relax much faster and help you fall asleep much faster. So it's going to take a little work. It just doesn't happen overnight. It's incremental changes that we want to look at, but if you actually do those three things that I said, you know what, I'm going to change my behavior as I go to bed. I'm going to begin to prep for bed early. I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to change my sleeping environment. I'm going to make the necessary changes. I'm going to do something different from what I'm doing now. And I'm going to change how I think. I'm actually going to stop all my thoughts. I'm not going to think about and worry about tomorrow or the past or the future or all the things that can go. No. I'm not going to worry about not being able to sleep. I'm going to turn all that off and use those skills around deep breathing exercises and visualization type of exercises. Autogenic training. Please look at those videos that we have on the power of relaxation, autogenic training. They do wonders for helping people sleep. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you, especially those who are not getting good sleep. These are techniques that I know that will work for you. So I wish you well and sleep well. Thank you so much for joining.